Hello YouTube, this is AugustusLarch. I had the misfortune of listening to some public radio while I was on my motor vehicle. And they had Science Friday on there and they were spouting about this global warming crap. And they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. They're talking about they're measuring ice in the Arctic. They never tell you when they're measuring it. They never tell you where they're measuring it. They just say, we're measuring it. And people don't even know how bad it's going to be. And it's just fear-mongering, totally. They don't even have a good scientific science show. And it's all politics. This green movement. All they're doing is helping fix the price of oil. And the people that hush money buys a lot, right? It's not really hush money, it's like incentive money. That's their funding. A scientist has to have funding, and who has more money to fund them than the petroleum industry? Green movement. People don't even understand. In the Arctic up there, of course, it's the Hudson Bay side of the Arctic. There's a lot more fjords up there in Ellesmere and Baffin Island come down, right? So there's a marine climate up there. Check out Siberia. A little bit colder because it doesn't have those inlets. And I tell you what, in the middle of the wintertime, it does get very cold. Like in Alaska, it's breakneck cold in Fairbanks, but Nome's a little warmer because it's right next to, and Barrow's a little warmer because it's right next to the ocean. It takes sometimes to the end of November for the ocean to freeze up there. Until then, it's a bit warmer than the interior of Alaska or the interior of Greenland. Actually, the southern part of Greenland is colder than the northern part because of the way the currents flow. The Gulf Stream whips up that direction or across England. It gets a lot warmer in northern Greenland than it does in southern Greenland. And this is what they should be explaining on Science Friday. And the middle of Greenland is just bone-crushing cold. Antarctica is really cold because it's a continent down there. In the middle, there's no... the Arctic is much different, much warmer. If you're looking at extremes. So they don't even know. Muskox, they will migrate north because the middle of Canada is much colder than the edge of the Arctic Ocean, because the Arctic Ocean takes them a little bit of time to freeze. In the middle of winter, it's the same. It's really cold up there. I'm not saying that, but there's many times a year where there's a summer in the Arctic Ocean. It is possible. And so they're all up there measuring. They kind of like to fudge the numbers, you see, so they don't give you all this information so an average person can replicate it and say, no it isn't, and how come you didn't measure in this time of year? They're doing a mind play on you. It's called the green movement, and you just gotta realize it for what it is, actualize it for what it is. This is AugustusLarch.